It ends here at Chatsworth Stadium, calling knockout Durban City, maintaining a great home record. Also, the first team to go through to the last stage of this wonderful cup competition. And now to deal with the matter at hand, the man of the match. And I think we remember from last season how excited it was to see that the fans get to choose it. And this time around, giving away the 100,000 rands to our man of the match is Charmaine Dokweni, SAB rep from right here in KZN. And tonight, the man of the match accolade goes to Fezile Gcaba, and you get that wonderful 100,000 rands for all his efforts here today. And of course, that was voted for by the champion fans. Now, Fezile, I mean, congratulations first off. What a game you had tonight. I mean, what can you say about tonight's game?
Ngathini ngijabulele performance amajita team yonke ukuthi siwinile phela isizini yokuqala le Durban City and iyaqala ukudlala le cup, so ngijabule kakhulu nokuthola amagoli ke yawu 3 akazi nami kwenzakaleni kodwa ke kungijabulise kakhulu ukuthi team iperforme kahle kanje.
You know, when you speak about those goals, the first one was a header. And then again, you contributed to Mfana Futhi Mkhize with that wonderful one at the set piece. And then you have a hat trick here tonight. So a wonderful night for you today. But what do you think really spurred you on?
I think the performance in last game yiyo le besifuna ukucarry on ngayo kule game. Ngoba kule game last game sidlale kahle kakhulu and it was a home game. Nale home game is asikwazi ukudedela abantu la ekhaya. So ingijabulise kakhulu performance yeteam yonke.
And the beautiful thing about this Fezile is that it's chosen for by the fans. So already before you had that hat trick, it was a choice by them to say, you are the champion tonight.
Hayi shothi bekusebenza kakhulu noma bese ngiphoxekile nje ukuthi kwenzeke le penalty game isiphela kodwa ke kungijabulisile ukuthi sigcine siwinile nama-fans avotele ngiyabonga kakhulu.
And it's interesting to see that you were a bit disappointed before extra time and your teammates tried to spur you on. Is that also what made you make sure to score those extra 2 goals?
Yeah, bangisiza kakhulu amajita ngoba after le penalty umoya uke washona phansi kakhulu. Ushone phansi kakhulu umoya but angisizile amajita ukuthi angibuyise egemini.
Akoto manje after 100,000, so right.
Ngiyabonga.
Congratulations, that is Fezile Gcaba from Durban City who earns that man of the match accolade. And then we are joined by his coach, that is Gavin Hunt. Coach, a big congratulations for this fantastic win here tonight, through to the next round of the calling knockout.
Yeah, look, we made hard work of it. Gee, it was. Yeah, but I thought it was a bit unjustified that they scored that goal and, you know, they got them back in the game, but I thought we should have been well out of sight. We played some good stuff in the first half, especially. Wow, man. You know, a lot of things we work on, so it was good, you know, and proud of the players. We came back, showed good character, and that's all. You just go to the next round, you know.
And you know, you speak about that equalizer that Polokwane City then scored to go into extra time. You already had the game on lock. But then again, you get so many goals at the end, and Mkhize and Gcaba doing so well.
Sometimes, you know, it happens like that in football. You know, we knocked the stuff in out of, you know, and then obviously you could see they were gone. And when you get the 1, the 2, and then we got it at the right time. So, yeah, but all in all, I thought it was a good performance, and just go to the next round. You're in the hat to go to the next round. You know, try and keep a bit of momentum, and yeah, good atmosphere, you know, especially amongst the team and the players, you know. Try and keep it nice and tight and compact with the unit, and trying to work on a few things here and there and trying to improve slowly. We can't do these things overnight, you know what I mean? So, people expect things, but you can't do it overnight. So we'll take one step at a time, but I'm proud of the players and proud of everybody.
And then towards the end of extra time, you made some 3 changes. Can you elaborate on those?
In extra time? Yeah, well, obviously, with the last couple of changes, where the game was done then, you know, but I thought we needed a little bit more move Magawane inside, and once you went inside, that's the difference, you know. You got huge ability, the boy, and hopefully he'll come through now. He's been a bit quiet now the first month or so, but I saw him in pre-season. I said, wow, he could do something for us, and he was really good. Gcaba, I mean, fantastic. It's a shame he was so upset about the goal, the penalty, and then he scores a hat-trick. Just shows you how football works, eh? Bit of karma there, you know.
Football is also about the fans. Calling knockout is about the fans. Your home ground advantage has worked for you. The fans are still here singing. So happy about tonight's win.
Yeah, there's good support here, and you know, I mean, it's a new club. We've got to try and build it one step at a time. Lots of things going on off the field. And we need to just be patient and don't expect too much. Keep expectations down and try and go to the next game, you know, and try and be a little bit better away from home, which I think we can be and we have done last week. So start one game at a time and keep our feet in the ground and go one step at a time.
Congratulations for the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, a great win here tonight, and as he has mentioned, it is really great to see that the fans are still out here really spurring on the citizens as the players actually stand in front of the fans here tonight, knowing that it has been for them. Joining me now is Coach Phuthi Mahapa. Unfortunate, Coach, to have lost here tonight. What is your assessment of how Rise and Shine played here tonight?
We had 4 different halves. 4 different halves, totally different. The first half, we didn't pitch. We were just watching. We reacted. Second half, after we made those changes, we started to play. And we got an equalizer. But I think that is where we got it wrong, when we took out Moremi. Is why I think we made a big error, because it's someone who was making us play from the middle, joining the attack. I think he did exceptionally well. But those are the lessons learned. And the second one was for us not to pick properly from the set pieces, because those are the elements that cost us the match. All of the goals, I think, are from the set pieces. So we didn't pick properly. And I think it's something that it's so unfortunate for us, and it's uncalled for us, because we don't concede so easily from set pieces. So it's something that we need to go back and work on it again. And the third quarter, we relaxed. That is where they came. They scored again from a set piece, on the same spot, on the same side. So it showed us our marking was not proper. So we tried to attack more. We put numbers forward, but we opened at the back, and that is where they caught us. But those are the lessons learned, and I think we're gonna take the hard lessons learned today and work on them in the league.
I like the fact that you broke it up into 4 quarters. Now let's go back to when City finally got the equalizer. Do you feel that maybe you had that chance because the game went into extra time, and that's when Polokwane City could have actually tried to pounce on Durban City?
When we get that equalizer, we have pushed a centre back forward, because we realized that we are short on aerial balls. So we pushed him forward for him to help us with the aerial balls, and he did so. And on him doing so, we got a penalty because he was a stress. But the moment we went back to our normality, that is when we reduced those balls into the box. Instead of continuing bombarding those balls in the box, we stopped doing that because of the number of players that are at in the offensive box. So I think it's something that we should have said, okay, let's continue with him there, continue with the same organization, and see how far it takes us.
Coach, hard luck for the loss here tonight. Good luck on your next encounter in the league.
Yeah, we're facing a mountain to climb that I think it can be possible for us to reach the top. We are playing Pirates, so we have to fight hard and fight smart, and we need to be relax our emotions. So I think we just take this game as the preparation for Pirates, because even them, they are stronger. They are more stronger on set pieces. So the lessons that we learned in the set pieces, we are taking them to the next match.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Coach Phuthi Mahapa there lauding the fact that they conceded the set pieces here tonight. looking at the fact that they will be taking on a very strong Orlando Pirates side that is 4 goals that Durban City managed to score tonight. That was from Gcaba. And then they also did have that equalizer that came in to take the game into extra time. And I think by then we thought game on. But then those set pieces, Coach Puti Mahafe spoke about them. We spoke about them before the match. And that's exactly what happened. Somewhat of a commentator's curse, yeah.
It was just unbelievable. But unfortunate here for Gcaba to actually concede a penalty. And I feel for him because such things can happen because there's nothing you can do about it. And at the end of the day, the call was made and Ngaki never misses.
Ngaki definitely never misses, but at this point in time, Deko, I think the rain had started coming down, and we actually thought, even the fans thought the game was done. Durban City 1-0 through to the next round. But Gcaba, Mfanafuti, and Co had a different tale to tell tonight.
I mean, indeed, it was so unfortunate for them to concede a penalty late in that game, but we were thinking that then when Polokwane is scoring late into the 90th minute, they'll be the one that carried the momentum into the extra time. And unfortunately, they didn't. I don't think they were into the game today, but look at also the set pieces that we spoke about. Conceding another set piece on the same side where they conceded a goal, they got punished as well. They were unable to clear the lines, but look at that acrobatic there from Muchiza, being able to get into that score sheet, where he was struggling as well with a shoulder injury, but he kept on going. But yet again, this one here, I think the more calmer they were. I mean, you look at where Gcaba finds himself, and then with that little bit of a toe poke, he let go of that penalty that he conceded. You can see how angry he was. But this one, I think that's the goal that actually brought him into the game.
And I think the beauty about seeing a player managing to go from a point where he's disappointed and then literally lift himself up in the very same game, he then adds 2 goals to it after that disappointment. He's involved in the Mfanafuti goal as well, so he's actually involved in all 5 goals tonight.
So it's justified that he's a man of the match today. Tato, one thing about football is that it always gives you another opportunity, a new opportunity all the time. Even within the 90 minutes, you can make 4 or 5 mistakes at the start of the game, but it gives you another opportunity. As long as you are still inside the field of play, there's always another opportunity. So now he experienced different emotions where they rose at the time when he considered a penalty, so everybody had to calm him down. But then he got back on, and then everything just changed. He continued playing. He showed his mentality by staying in the game and then producing the best quality to actually help the team win convincingly later on in the game after going through all those other emotions. So that's the game of football, It's about, that's why every time we always emphasize that it's about mentality more than anything.
And I think when you listen to Coach Puti Mahafe, he did say this wasn't a game where they played 2 halves in extra time. It was 4 quarters that they actually did play here tonight. And he feels that perhaps in the second quarter they tried to come in, but the weather, the set pieces, a lot of elements were against Rise and Shine in this encounter.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to, for me, it's about the discipline. When you're playing against a team that is very good in set pieces, you must have done your homework. Look at the amount of set pieces that they've created. Look at the 2 goals they conceded with 5 set pieces. There was no pressure for them to concede those. And also, then when you consider a set piece now, you need to be able to defend those set pieces inside the box, and they're able to do so. Gcaba was the one that was, even in the game of 90 minutes, he was winning all the area balls inside there, but he couldn't connect with them. That became a concern. And also look at the substitution that he made, that his coach he was trying to impact the game a little bit better, but he couldn't. Look at the shots on target for them, 3 out of 120 minutes. That should be the biggest concern. But for Durban City, they were able to go through all those emotions, able to come back again. And I think if it wasn't for Gcaba, I think Magawan had such an exceptional game.
Wow. And listening to Coach Gavin as he speaks about Magawan and the kind of strength and growth he's shown here tonight. In that goal, Yamkize and Mfanafuti, it was Magawana and Gcaba again. It was always Magawana and Gcaba. And it's beautiful to see Coach also lauding the fact that his players have grown in confidence.
It's suicide for Coach Kevin Hunt if you can't put the ball in an area where you've been practicing the entire week.
and players are running into that area and you can't put the ball there, it's suicide. So I think it helps the players. It improves players as well in terms of the precision when it comes to or set pieces, taking corner kicks, free kicks. That is why they were so effective today from the set pieces that were taken by Makawana. Maybe if it was a different coach or maybe another time, he wouldn't be this effective. But because he is a coach who's always on his neck with precision, we want the ball there, you must put the ball there. If you don't put it there, you're in trouble with me. That improves you as a player. And I think that it has become one of the strengths for this particular team. That is why people like Gcaba then benefited from this type of situation.